Everybody, okay, I just came back from watching Terrifier 3. Damien Leone's latest installment in the Terrifier series. Okay, this movie, in my opinion, was really good. Gory as hell. I'll get into that in a bit. I've been hearing different things from different people saying that it was really good, that people were like leaving the theater. I heard in Terrifier 2 that people were coming out throwing up, feeling sick, they couldn't take it and all that. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I saw some moments what Art the Clown did in this movie. I was like, yo, that was insane. And they show it. There's nothing left, not much left to the imagination. Not much left at all. They really show it. It's insane, okay? I couldn't believe what I was watching. But then again, I can believe it because it was Terrifier. Some people think this is the best one of the three. I've heard that it was better than the second one. There were rumblings about that. In my opinion, I think it's on equal par with the second one. I feel like it's an extension of the second one. It takes place 5 years after the events of Terrifier 2, where Celine is her name Celine? I forgot her name already. Where Celine and her brother, they're still trying to get over the events of what happened to them, losing their mother and everything in the second film. And she's visiting other relatives, an aunt, an uncle, and a cousin. As part of her, I guess, rehabilitation, because she's been living in a place to help her recuperate. She's been through a lot of trauma, obviously. Taking meds and all that kind of stuff. The brother is already off in college at this point, but he's still struggling himself. So you see those things happen. And then what eventually happens is, guess what? Art the Clown comes back. Now, we saw how he came back. For those of you who saw the second one, you saw how he came back in the post-credit scene of Terrifier 2. Now, that you kind of see where that goes in this movie. So where does it like what happens from there? You get that question answered as to how he gets his head back on his body, essentially, Art the Clown. And what happens is now this supernatural pull, right? Because there's a supernatural element to this, all right? As it's been strongly introduced in the second film. It's here too. The whole thing with Selena and her dad, and if you saw the second one, you know what I speak of. This whole thing with the sword and the power to kill Art the Clown and everything. But he's back, and it's Christmas time, by the way. So he's running around. You've seen the previews. You've seen the images. He's running around in a Santa suit. How he gets the Santa suit? Wait until you see how he gets the Santa suit, by the way. I'm just saying. When she's trying to get over this, and then for this to come back again in a very strong, powerful, and absolutely mutilating, heart-wrenching way, as you see in this film, she has to get the resolve to fight and kill this thing again, okay? And that's what he is. He's a thing. And he's not alone in this movie. Let's just say that the survivor, the final girl in the original Terrifier, and you see her in Terrifier 2, not for long, not for much, who's played by Samantha Scaffidi, and who I happen to have interviewed in about a year ago here on Horror and Coffee. She's in this movie, but she's in this movie in a bigger role. So with her face all mutilated and everything because of what happened in the first film, you find out what her role here is and what she sadly becomes. And it's a very it's kind of tragic remembering how she got like that and what happened in the first film. But it's almost as if that's not really her anymore. It's something else. And now, like, her body's just being used as an encasement for something more diabolical. And that's kind of the sense I got from it. Maybe I'm giving away too much, maybe I'm not. But you would have to really see the film to really get the gist and understanding of what I speak of. Terrifier 3 is definitely one for the books. And it definitely, if I have to at least say this one thing, it definitely leaves open to another film. This is going to keep going, folks. It's not stopping yet. Let me just leave it like that. I'm going to give Terrifier 3 4 coffee cups. It was awesome. And I would see it again and again and again, like I would the other films. The gore, the blood and gore in this film. If you're into that, this is your movie. If that kind of stuff makes you squeamish, don't watch the movie. You're not going to be able to stomach it and get through it. I assure you of this. And I wouldn't want you to, because that's not a pleasant experience. Okay? But for me, I can handle it. But even me, that I can handle it, had my moments when I was like cringing in my chair in the theater, like, oh my God, what the hell did I just see? That was nuts. I'm telling you, it's crazy, Have you seen Terrifier? Oh, by the way, before I even say that, there's a cameo here, just like there was a cameo in Terrifier 2. If I remember her name, Felicia Rose, I believe is her name, and she was the lady from Sleepaway Camp, the original Sleepaway Camp. There's another cameo from a famous horror legend. Real quick, if you recognize him, let me know in the comments below. All right? Because I was like, oh! And what better person, considering the type of movie this is, to have made a cameo? I was like, yeah, this works. This definitely works. So I really enjoyed that part. Again, I want to just say this movie was great. Let me know what you think about it. Talk to me, comment below if you saw the movie, and give me your thoughts on what you thought about Terrifier 3, the latest installment in the Terrifier series, directed by Damien Leone. Okay? Excellent film, 4 coffee cups, like I said. And if you like the content here, please consider subscribing and tap on that bell for future notifications for future horror and coffee content, because this one was a good one. And I hope I get to see you guys again real soon. There's another movie coming out next week. I think we got Smile 2. Gonna go check that one out too, and I'll let you guys know what I think of that. All right? Until next time, this is Rob Perez, Horror and Coffee. Take care.